Yo, what's going on? It's dudes. My name is Dean, and I want to first of all say thank you for joining me today. Now, in the background, we have some Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered playing on the map Overgrown, and it's an okay gameplay, but it is a little slow at points, but enjoy that. Now, gameplay aside, I have a question for you. Think back to the time when you first played Call of Duty and when you were first going to get the very first midnight release you got, or the very first time that you were going to get the game the day it came out, and how hyped you were. You were watching videos, maybe trying to find like an early copy. Do you remember those days? Well, something has shifted, and I think we all know Call of Duty, I don't want to say it's dying because that's an overdone trend, that's an overdone thing to say, but it's certainly on a slope down. Things have changed, and there's something that we have to change in regards to the game to make that hype come back. And I've kind of given it away in the title, I've alluded to it, and we have to change this 1 year life cycle. Now, I'm not a big fan of this 1 year life cycle. I remember back in the day, I was a huge fan of it. Like every year we got a new Call of Duty, it was cool. Every year we were getting something fresh. I mean, it was still kind of basically the same gameplay, but we were getting something new, and I was super excited for that, and I'm sure you guys are too. But over time, I should say, things start to drain on you. You can't have that much hype constantly. You're not always going to be excited about the game when you're excited every year for it. It starts to drain on you, and that's kind of what has happened. I don't know if you guys have noticed it, but it's not so much that Infinite Warfare isn't a great game. I mean, I'm not a big fan of it. It's not so much that Black Ops 3 was a bad game, because I loved that game. It's the fact that we're getting these games every single year, and that starts to just drain and bring people down. When you get a new title every year, it starts to bring you down. It's kind of like, so you could get a new car every year, you can lease a new car, but no matter what, you're going to get one every 2 years. And when you're getting that new car, that excitement isn't as much there because it's just a lease. You're like, yep, my lease is up. Whereas when you're getting a brand new car for the first time in a long time, you're pretty pumped about it, right? You own that item now. It's a new car. And that's kind of where we're at with Call of Duty. Now, they've decided to do something with this remaster where it's kind of created sort of like this nostalgia thing where it's kind of bringing out more excitement, or it was for a little bit, and it trumped over the draining, I guess you want to say. I don't know how to want to word that, but it kind of trumped over that aspect of it. And that's a good marketing tool on their part, but how long will that last? Because that's going to go away too. I enjoy the remaster, some people really don't, but that will eventually fade as well. Now, here's my suggestion on what we can do to fix this, and I know that I've been uploading more Overwatch lately, and maybe you're into that, maybe you're not, but I do kind of want to piggyback onto that game because Blizzard is a great studio, or at least they're really good at doing this. They don't release new titles very often, and they don't release second iterations of the title very often. They keep that game updated, and that's what they're going to do with Overwatch. They are bringing out like different seasons, different holiday events, all this stuff while updating the game and maintaining it over the course of time. There's not going to be an Overwatch 2 anytime soon, and if there is, I'm going to be shocked. And that's what Call of Duty needs to start adapting. I'm not saying they can abandon their games. What they really need to do is just keep them updated. Like, would you be okay with Black Ops 3 if they updated it and created like a year 2, maybe a year 2 boots on the ground edition? Yes, that would have been possible. It would have just had to create new maps, and instead of creating a brand new game, you just make new maps and make those play towards a style where you don't have to use jetpacks and all that jazz. It would have been boots on the ground, and people would have been pumped. It gives the developers more time to make their game. We can get away from this stupid ass 3 year cycle, or 3 developers, yearly cycle. We could have 2 developers working on a new game every other year, maintaining their game and updating it. And that would be great for Call of Duty, personally. I think that's the best way to do this. I think it's the best way to bring people back and invested into the franchise, because no matter what, whether you just play the game for fun, you post the game on YouTube, no matter what you do with this game, it's going to drain on you if you get it every year. And you're starting to see that a lot more in the Call of Duty community, and it's unfortunate. I saw a video from Nero a couple days ago, or actually yesterday, I think, and he talked about how they're just like pimping Call of Duty at this point. It's their whore. They're just trying to get every last bit they can get out of Call of Duty at this point to drain it it to the point of death. They don't care about anything. They care about money with the supply drops and all that jazz. Remember the time when developers actually cared, when Call of Duty actually mattered? Remember those days when you were super excited about a new Call of Duty title? They can do that by creating a game every other year. The hype will come back. It will be there again because you will not have that new game. You'll have an updated game, but you're not going to have that new iteration, that new title. And then we can drift away from other things. You can try new things with boots off the ground, boots on the ground, whatever you want, with a year 1, a year 2 of Black Ops 3 or whatever the next game is. There's ways to do this to make it work, to make everybody happy, and Activision can still get their money. You can actually probably get more money out of supply drops if the game is only 1 year, because then you can start putting more cosmetic things in there and people are going to be like, you know what, I've been playing this game for a year and a half, I'd like to see some sort of new cosmetic thing. You can start to do that and people will get excited over the game again, and people will probably spend more money on supply drops. Now, I'm not a business major. I don't know how all this works. I don't do marketing, but to me, this makes sense. I want to know your guys' opinions, so please let me know in the comments below what you think in regards to this topic. Do you think we need to drift away from this 1 year life cycle? Do you think we need to start getting rid of some of the developers? I don't really want to do a video talking about getting rid of Infinity Ward, but I might do one. We'll talk about it. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the video, guys. If you liked it, please be sure to give it a like, and if not, feel free to give it a dislike. And again, let me know your opinions on the topic down below. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the comments below. Peace.